What's going on, guys? Mickle here. In this video, we are covering a topic that I have not talked about on this channel. We are talking about a reset of our financial system and a new order for the world. This is a topic I have been very excited to cover on this channel, but it seems like we are closer than ever to watching this take place. In this video, not only am I going to break this down and exactly what it means, but I'm going to show you some of the most influential people in the world and corporations talking about these exact topics. I know on the surface a lot of this sounds conspiratorial, but make sure you stick around for this whole video because I believe once it's over, you are going to believe more than ever we are watching one of the largest, most intricate plans ever take place to upgrade the world's financial infrastructure. You guys definitely need to see this one. We're also going to talk about a changing tide in the regulatory environment for cryptocurrencies in the US. This is definitely some positive news we should be paying very close attention to, so you guys are definitely going to want to see that. Like always, guys, if you're new to this channel or come here all the time, make sure to like and subscribe. It is such a great way you can help support this channel for free and means so much to me. If you're looking for a good place to buy some XRP, make sure to check out the link in the description below. With that said, though, let's jump right into it, and I hope you guys enjoy the content. Before we get into the main topic for this video, and you guys are definitely going to want to stick around for that, I wanted to show you this quick because I'm seeing a dramatic shift in the regulatory attitude towards cryptocurrencies in DC. This is huge because us as the retail investor can say we need regulation all we want, but until these higher powers get on board, nothing is going to happen. Over these past couple months, I have seen a dramatic shift in the attitude toward cryptocurrency, and I just want to show you guys a few examples of this real quick. Right here, we have Hester Peirce, and this is a statement she put out. She said the commission has refused, despite many pleas over the years, to provide regulatory guidance about how our rules apply to crypto assets. So some of the responsibility for the lack of legal regulatory clarity lies at our doorstep. This is a huge statement coming from Hester Peirce because we know her agency is currently tied up in a lawsuit with Ripple and XRP, saying that Ripple should have known XRP was a security there the entire time. But how ironic is it that she herself, a member, a high-up member at the SEC, is saying that their commission has yet to provide any regulatory guidance on how our rules apply to crypto assets? If she is straight up admitting this to the public, how is it possible that Ripple could have had clarity? The SEC herself, the SEC chair herself, is coming out and saying we have not provided this clarity. Yet the SEC is in a lawsuit with Ripple saying that Ripple should have known about this clarity. I think it's pretty obvious to everyone at this point, the SEC never provided any guidance, and the fact that they are suing Ripple, saying Ripple should have known about this non-existent guidance, just further shows that this lawsuit was a tactical error, or it was a stage to create the guidance through the court. One thing we know, the SEC cannot make up rules. They have to follow the rules Congress gave them. What is very possible is what we're watching right now with the Ripple SEC case is the SEC using enforcement action to bring rules through the court, sue Ripple on merits of a lawsuit they could never win, and have the court hash out the issues, and then the regulators could use a landmark case to create rules around. I believe that's what we're seeing, because if we have commissioners coming out and saying there have never been any rules put out by the SEC for how securities laws applies to crypto assets, how could have Ripple known about these rules? The commissioners are saying they never existed. Let's keep moving though, and this is something that is coming out in Congress too, and this is the really important part because the SEC doesn't make the rules. Eventually, we're going to need Congress to step in. Even if we do have a landmark case, there is no doubt in my mind that for cryptocurrencies, we are going to need new rules, and Patrick McHenry is on board with Hester Peirce. He says, I agree with Hester Peirce. The commission should take more deliberate and thoughtful approach to regulating digital assets than ad hoc staff guidance. This is a direct shot at the Ripple SEC case right here. While the SEC refuses to provide the clarity this rapidly growing industry needs, I'm pushing Congress to take action. So this is just further showing that the regulators who are watching over the SEC are not happy with their job and acknowledge that the SEC is way out of line with what they are trying to do in this industry right now. Now, Warren Davidson liked this tweet today, and I thought this was pretty significant because the XRP community has had a tough time with Warren Davidson recently, but I believe this is going to make you more confident than ever. I was going through the tweets he liked. I feel like you can kind of tell a lot about a person by what tweets they like, because you can kind of see what they're liking, but not necessarily putting out there for their followers to see. And it said, these hearings all should have been done before the SEC decided to start regulating by enforcement. The fact is that we are still discussing what to do proves that the Ripple case was very premature and unnecessarily harmful from 266,000 XRP holders. I think it's a big step that he liked this tweet and is acknowledging that XRP holders were severely hurt by what the SEC tried to do, and it is his job to keep the SEC in line. So I think this just further shows that despite the fact that maybe he is a Bitcoin maxi, I would not be surprised if he still thinks the SEC has done a completely inadequate job, and he believes that XRP, regardless of what is said behind the scenes, that XRP is clearly not a security, because that is perfectly in line with his own regulation that he has been proposing. So guys, now I want to move on to the main topic of this video, and I think this is where your mind's really going to get blown. We're going to be going over a reset of the financial system, and I realize this sounds conspiratorial, but what you need to understand is everything I'm about to show you is from the highest level organizations in the entire world: the IMF, the BIS, the Bank of Banks, the Bank of International Settlements. These are some of the most powerful organizations in the world, and they are talking about this event more than ever. I think it's very important we listen up and pay very close attention to what they're saying, because when everything changes, there are going to be ways to profit from this massively. And I think after listening to this, you guys are going to realize that XRP holders are in one of the most unique and one of the best positions possible. I want to start out with this clip, so listen very closely what this lady's going to say, and she's from the World Government Summit.
Are we ready for a new world order?
It's about what underpins a world order is always the financial system. I was very privileged. My father was an advisor to Nixon when they came off the gold standard in '71, and so I was brought up with a kind of inside view of how very important the financial structure is to absolutely everything else. And what we're seeing in the world today, I think, is we are on the brink of a dramatic change where we are about to, and I'll say this boldly, we're about to abandon the traditional system of money and accounting and introduce a new one.
Wow. Well, that was direct. Abandon the old system of money and adopt a new one. Well, we know a lot of people at Ripple are from the government and said that they want to build the next generation of money. We know that governments all over the world are adopting CBDCs using blockchain technology, and now we have a group on the stage for the World Government Summit 2022, which is linked to all these super powerful world agenda organizations, telling us that our current financial system will be replaced by one built on blockchain. It seems like everything is falling directly into place. Today, we had the IMF come out and they said the Russia-Ukraine crisis could bootstrap crypto adoption. You don't say. It seems like all of this was planned from the start, and if we take a look at what cryptocurrency is gonna benefit most from this changing order in the world, we can see here's Brad Garlinghouse on stage, CEO of Ripple, with this guy who is a deputy general of the IMF. Ripple and XRP are all over these agendas because XRP is a neutral cryptocurrency that puts everyone on a level playing field. This fits perfectly into all these agendas, but not only that, it's environmentally friendly and seems to tick off every single box for becoming a neutral world reserve currency, and it seems like we are closer than that than ever. Now, I really wanted to show you this clip because right here, you're going to notice the most powerful people in our society and societies all over the world talking about this event. And I want you guys to listen closely to the one word that is constantly repeated throughout this entire thing: level playing field. I believe, and make sure you guys pay very close attention to this, because I believe once you watch this, you guys are going to realize that this is not a conspiracy. This has been a plan for a very long time, and after this clip, I'm going to show you exactly how I believe this plan will be ushered in. Like I said, listen very closely to this. This is really important.
A level playing field, because that's the only way it's fair. That's the only way that you can fairly compete in trade and other things. And we will be on that field, and we will all be working very hard to do great for our country.
As we do so, we're overhauling that core payment system, RTGS, so that private innovation can flourish.
Private innovation.
And by bringing crypto assets onto a level regulatory playing field, we can help catalyze a more resilient, effective, and innovative payment system.
The issue of the contribution of trade to growth, the issue of promoting level playing field in international trade was mentioned. No, so I mean it depends how is the glass half full, half empty.
That a Federal Reserve real-time retail payment service would increase competition and decrease concentration and provide a neutral platform for innovation.
And how it can be done in the most efficient, fair and global way as possible. And that implies clearly a level playing field, no use of distortive measures, and no protectionist measures going forward.
No, this is intended to be a level playing field. Whether you're MoneyGram or you're a bank or you're an online or you're PayPal, this is intended to be a level playing field. And again,
that means reducing barriers to entry for new firms and reforming competition frameworks to ensure a level playing field in all sectors of the economy, whether traditional ones or new technologies.
There has to be a level playing field, both for new entrants as well as legacy entrants. And I think that's really, that I think is a fair playing field for everyone to play within.
It's like, why would we want this Internet of Value that puts everything on a level playing field? And there's a couple reasons. So one of them is we think we can win on a level playing field. XRP is faster and cheaper and perfectly positioned for the use case.
Wow. So let me just think about this real quick. How often in your guys' lives do you use the word level playing field? Probably never. You've probably never heard it used as many times in your entire life than you just heard in this clip of very recent events of all these high power leaders talking about a level playing field. And I love how the clip finishes it off with Brad Garlinghouse and David Schwartz talking about how XRP and Ripple are going to be the technologies to promote this level playing field. If you guys don't see what's going on here at this point, I don't know what to tell you. Let's finish this thing off. Where is this new financial system going to come from? How will it be ushered in? Well, it will be ushered in through chaos, and blockchain and cryptocurrency will be there to save the day like a phoenix rising from the ashes. Cyber attacks have been foreshadowed for years now, and now these talks about a cyber attack coming are ramping up heavily. We have different high-level secretive organizations briefing the White House about this almost daily now, and in my eyes, it looks like a plan more than anything else. I tweeted out, so if the US knows Russia's going to engage in a cyber attack, why the heck would Russia be waiting so long? Are they waiting for the US to get ready? It makes no sense. This whole narrative seems unbelievably planned. Hashtag XRP. We know this has been a plan forever. They are going to usher in the new financial system when chaos hits. I believe we are closer than ever to watching this happening. Guys, thank you so much for coming. I hope you enjoyed this update. For now, Mickle out.